Good afternoon. This is Yacht 5 Kramer here, giving you another battle report from IL2 Flying Circus. Just to catch you guys up a little bit, I have been learning lately to try to fly the DR1, the Fokker DR1, and that plane is a pain. Our squadron practice doing that as one of our weekend practices, and I've been working offline and online to try to get better at this. So lately what I've been doing, I live in California, and that means then that if I get on to play late at night, I'm usually on after most Americans are on. And if I'm on long enough, occasionally I start to catch the Europeans waking up in the morning. So very often when I get online into the Flugpark server, it's largely empty. So what I've been doing lately is just mostly flying single missions, usually like an attempt to kind of knock down the balloon and whatever AI are accompanying it. And usually I don't get harassed by the other players. It's a nice chance to practice flying under a little bit of pressure to DR1, also pressure throwing it on my stats in the Flugpark right at the time. In this particular one, I've already crossed over into the enemy side. I've just gotten to the balloon, and I am now stalking the SE5 AI that they're hard. There may have been one or two other enemy players at night. Usually most of them hang out in the center of the map, either the dogfighting or raining there, but I would rather go for that. And notice here, I'm glad the SE5 was turning to the right a lot. I can do a lot of gradual turns, and in this case, I'm just practicing a lot, working on my gunnery skills on both offline and online. They paid off because I managed to kill the AI pilot here, so the SE5 goes down pretty easy. So I was feeling pretty good about myself in a tight right turn. Looking down, notice just below me at the end of that road there is the balloon. And so here I get to practice my second skill we've been working on in my squadron practice, and that is to dive down without blowing the engine. So here we pull back on the throttle, I increase the mix to 100%, put on a little bit of rudder to slow my descent, and then line up the shots on the balloon here. Getting a number of hits, but not enough to knock it out. So go ahead and pull out rather than risk slamming into it. I pull out, and you'll notice here a tendency for me to bias my escape into a right-hand turn. Looking to the right-hand turn, the plane is climb as much as I can turn too sharply without worrying about losing the plane. It's the left under pressure judging that. So we'll go ahead and swoop in on that balloon. Try to let the plane casually go without too much adjustment. And in this instance, I was able to finish off pretty quickly. So I've hardly used any ammo, and I've finished off both the AI and the balloon rather rapidly, and at this point in the game, I was feeling cocky. I thought to myself, well, just salvage the balloon here. This is the northern balloon on the map. Just salvage the balloon. It's usually the boat, the ship. And I'll be going after the ship and or the AI that's there. In fact, you see me turn south, so you can see just there above my nose, a little bit above the horizon, is the AI Dolphin, whose job it is to defend that ship. So I went ahead, did a couple quick checks of my stick just in case any human pilots got onto capacity. Sometimes they might have seen the flak from the balloon defense. And I'm still drawing flak here quite a lot, but I'm going ahead and going after the Dolphin. Now the Dolphin to me as an interesting plane is surprisingly agile. Not as agile, obviously, as the Air, but it's surprisingly agile, and it's actually surprisingly rugged. I can often put a lot of hits into this thing and not bring it down. And so what I was kind of hoping is I had plenty of ammo, I could have brought it down, and then maybe bail out, head home, and then come back to try to go after the ship. That was the plan anyway here. You can see there's the river. Once I look back around, the plane is flying directly, the Dolphin is flying directly over the ship. The ship is not too far from the city. It might be Lens, I forget which city this is. But I'm going to go ahead and come in on this plane. Now, one of the things about the AI planes, they are pretty dim-witted. They don't notice you right away. So unlike against a real player, you can kind of set up your approach to maximize your chances of getting on his tail and or getting some shots off. In this case, I noticed him to start to turn towards me. And so my goal here was to go ahead and line up on his nose and put a few damaging shots at him. Just something that's going to go ahead and maybe slow him down before that turn, maybe make it tougher for him. Every once in a while on a head-on shot, you can get lucky. I don't like to do head-on shots, but you can get lucky and damage the engine enough so that it's leaking smoke and maybe even set it on fire if you're lucky. But a quick right-hand turn, the DR went fully unturned with Dolphin. Dolphin continues into the gradual turns, and then comes the flak. You notice my plane shaking from a lot of the flak that's going around here, and that's going to mess me up. And I don't know if it was nerves or stress, but here my gunnery goes hot. Here's where you notice I'm trying to lead a little bit subtly without leaning too much on the rudder, because the rudder tends to jump a bit. So here I am trying to line up the shot, getting some hits, and I'm definitely getting hits on the plane there, but I'm not able to line up my shots on the pilot. I'm really trying to go for some pilot hits here, or engine shots. You notice I'm not doing that well on the shooting. I'm definitely getting hits, but definitely not getting enough hits. I've hit the engine there for steaming, but here I overreact, cutting back to the throttle, wind up pulling the nose back right when the bullets will land on the pilot. And now the plane is moving up and down a little bit, and I'm trying to adjust. You can see there's a sharp rudder adjustment, which threw me off. Getting hits left and right, hitting the wings. That's not what I should be aiming for here. There's the body, but still not getting pilot hits. You can see the plane is flying erratically, so I've definitely done damage to it. And at this point, I could smell blood. I knew that plane was going down. I had plenty of ammo to knock it out of the sky. I'm feeling like I'm going to get my third kill here. So staying on its stick, but again, I have a little trouble lining up my shots. One of the things I've done recently is I've set my sensitivity to 0. I've turned off all the curves and the dead zones just to get a good chance at better controlling my plane so it doesn't jump too much when I go into adjust. And here it seems as though I'm about to put some serious hurt on him, and then bam, the flak hits me, and before I know it, my plane exploded. I was ready for the kill, but man, that left me dead. The good news is I came back after this, flew back out, and on 2 hits, knocked the wings off the enemy plane. But that's it for this report. Hopefully I'll get better than the GR1. I'll see you guys next time.